Well, it's Friday night. It's 10:35, and that means the Borderland Blitz, sponsored by Southwest University, is back in session, and it's Friday the 13th, fellas, so I'm feeling a little nervous about this one.
What can go wrong? We've got more than one game, Adrian.
That is true, more than one game.
I saw a black cat over at Jefferson earlier.
Oh, yeah.
It was in the parking lot at the Dairy Queen over there.
There's a lot of cool cats over at Jefferson. Just ask Julio Chavez.
There you go.
You just wait, because there's a lot more where that's coming from.
There's a lot of silver fox
on the Borderland Blitz.
That's a nice tease for you right there. Well, a lot more games tonight than we've had in the past, as JC mentioned. 2 weeks combined after a 2 weeks. Now, after a 2 week suspension, El Paso, Socorro, and Cañotillo ISD returned to play. Now, all these games tonight here in the Borderland were district games. Teams needing to get these games in if they want to qualify for the playoffs. Nate gonna go ahead and break it all down with our starting lineup.
Oh, it would be my pleasure. Our game of the week takes us to Central El Paso, a showdown in District 2-5A between the undefeated Andress Eagles and the rumbling on the ground game Austin Panthers. Later, we'll head out to La Bowie. Had a front row seat for this one as the Bears took on the Burgess Mustangs.
Yeah, the Panthers looking like the Titans there with that running game. And then we'll turn to District 1-6A, a battle for West Side bragging rights, including here at KVI. Franklin taking on Coronado in this year's West Side Bowl.
You hear Will in the background there.
He's got something to say.
Oh, let's go. Well, Andress has been unstoppable so far this season, a perfect 3-0 record entering the night. But Austin has been able to hold their own as well. They came into this one with a 2-1 record, looking to hand the Eagles their first loss of the season. It's tonight's game of the week, and this one going down at Austin High School. Both teams were off the last 2 weeks, so they were itching to get back. First quarter, Andress, Isaac Comanero to Jose Cruz.
Wow.
He's just going to cruise
Rolling
down
of
the
yards.
sideline. Yeah. Eagles go up 7-0, but the Panthers are going to answer right back. We got a running game here. As we've seen this kid before, Isaiah Witterstrader. And a run, Isaiah run. He's going to show off that
Derrick
speed
Henry,
as
man.
well. Isaiah Witterstrader, welcome
Just
to
missing the
Inzones.
dreadlocks.
I don't even know if he's the best back on the team.
Well, we got a tie ball game at 7 here, but Andress is going to break the deadlock here. Isaac Comanero again, once again to Jose Cruz with the house call. It's 13-7, Andress. We're going to go to the second half here.
Here
Austin.
This is our boy right here.
Austin on the attack. That run game, tell you, William Rodriguez gets the handoff. Some nifty moves right there to get the Panthers closer.
Yeah, he's hungry.
Down 21-14 at this point. The Eagles need some insurance, and you're in good hands with Malachi Dew.
Do you, man?
Once again, down the sideline. No one going to stop him. Andress going to extend their lead 28-14.
What'd it do?
But Austin.
Insurance agent Adrian Ochoa.
But Austin still showing some fight here, guys. Irvin Cortinas with the pass to Jaden Wilson. Fakes out our cameraman a little bit there. Austin gets the touchdown, cuts Andress' lead to 7. But that would be as close as the Panthers would get.
Backdoor cover for Vegas.
This one was a good one. Andress comes away with the win, 28-21 the final. The Eagles remain perfect, 4-0 on the season. We caught up with their head coach, Jeff Woodruff, after the game.
Well, I thought both teams came out and played hard. You know, you could see that we're both a little rusty with some of the penalties, delay of games, jumping off sides. You know, stuff like that, you know, this time of year you would expect to clean up. But having some time off, you know, you get a little rusty. You know, it's a fast, quick season. Everyone's going to play every 5 days, so it's going to be a matter of, you know, getting your wins if you can get them and staying healthy and finding out how fast you can put a new game plan in and turn it around and play.
Big win for those Eagles tonight, 4-0.
Yeah, moving right along, District 2-5A. I was on the Paisano beat tonight for a pair of EPISD clashes. Guys, the 6 p.m. game kickoffs meant I was going to be a little late to the games. I don't know about you. I did not, however, expect for my games to be totally decided by the time I arrived. I don't know about you guys. I was wrong. Bowie, Burgess, Battlestar Galactica. Not a lot of action at the Bears Den these days. Maybe some hibernating in an alternate location, I'm not sure. Tavares Jones, he was getting real grisly. The blue chip recruit, impossible for the BYU defense to stop. Cruise control to the outside. His most recent offer came from Texas Tech, but there's a long line waiting for number 2. Ensuing possession, Bowie's backed up inside the 1 yard line.
Game of inches, man.
Burgess' Sean Street makes the tackle, but forward progress ruled. But after the play, look at Street getting the assist from Stripes.
Hey,
there you go.
Oh, that's nice.
Bowie's got to punt it away, and they're backed up. This is like a 50-yard boot. Say about it what you will, but that's at least a 50-yard kick. But we've got anarchy on the bounce out of the gate. That looks like the five-size slip and slide there, guys. Bowie's going to go ahead and recover, taking over on downs on the turnover.
Just like the coach drew it up.
That's right. But Aaron Ramirez of Bowie, he's going to complete the pass, but to the wrong team. That's Jacob Benavides with the Oski back the other way. He's going to bring it all the way back inside the 5. The offense couldn't get going for the Bears. Seems to be a common trend among Bears everywhere.
Yep.
Burgess up big, showing some sportsmanship to kneel on the football to avoid running it up. Mustangs win at 49-14. They're back to 500. Then I headed up the road, did a lot. Jeff hosting Irvin. Shout out to my man on the left, Officer Martinez, who tells me his wife Jessica is a huge fan of the Borderland Blitz.
Shout out to Jessica.
Second half, Irvin up by a lot, but check out Israel de los Santos. Put the loose quads here on the sweet cam.
Ooh.
Hurdle that. How about that? That would set up Joe Gomez, who pops it in from 2 yards out.
Looking like Joe Jones.
We're talking moves, though. When is it not a good time for the cha-cha
It's always
slide?
a good time for the cha-cha.
Can we take a little intermission here?
Take it back
What
now,
is this,
y'all.
a 2-minute break? Let's do it.
You know, birthdays, weddings, quinceañeras,
Quinceañeras, dude.
casual Thursdays, I'm in. Irvin was up 6 scores, but credit Jefferson for fighting, forcing a fumble here and pounced on by a host of Silver Foxes as they get the turnover. Hanging tough. A couple plays later, Roman Gomez gets the handoff. He turns on the NOS. Full head of steam here. How about this?
Fast and the Furious.
I had to get out of the way. Nice trend of Gomez's in the end zone on this one. But guys, back to the music.
Let's do this.
I was surprised I didn't have to pay a cover to get into Jefferson tonight. Take a look at this one. Codename Silver Foxes. Take a listen to this. I mean, does it surprise you that Julio Cesar Chavez is a Jefferson alum?
Not at all.
I think the score would be different if Julio were on that team right now.
JC, that looks like you pre-pandemic, man. It's over on Cincinnati Ave.
Should also mention here, Eddie Guerrero, 15-year anniversary since his death. He's also a Jefferson grad. So I got to give a shout out to Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace.
And you did say it's Eddie Guerrero, then Julio Cesar Chavez.
And Julio Cesar Chavez.
And then,
all other
Ruben, who was on the 1s and 2s right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
It doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. I mean, those guys are going to get down.
Yeah, shout out to the wobble right there. It's been years since I've danced that. Thank you for bringing that
I don't know if
back,
I believe that.
Nate. I do appreciate that.
You in the sports office pre-show. I saw you getting loose.
That's why I avoid that sports office coming close to showtime.
Yeah, well, you can't avoid us now, Adrian. You're stuck in the middle. We do
Stuck
turn
in the
to
middle.
Literally.
Between a rock and a hard place.
We do turn to District 1-6A now, boys, and it was the West Side Bowl between Franklin and Coronado.
Yeah, JC's Coronado.
That's right, my Coronado and Will's Franklin. Normally, this rivalry game does take place at the Sun Bowl, but due to COVID-19 and fans not being allowed at the game went down at my alma mater, Coronado High School. They do have the new field there. It looks beautiful out there. Rivalries, though, they run deep. In El Paso, and including here at KVIA, Will was so confident that the Cougars would take it.
Go Cougars!
He put up a 50-point spread in exchange for his most prized possession, his mustache.
Really, Will?
He did. Now the Thunderbirds 2-0 on the season, taking on a Franklin squad looking for their first win. Could they do it? They're 0-3. We start this one up here in the second quarter. Cougars up 21-zip, and it's going to get worse for the T-Birds. Will looking pretty confident here. Cameron Bird passes it to Noah Moreno. Moreno just runs it into the end zone like a big tight end using that hit stick, making it look way too easy there. That would make it 28-zip. Franklin, Coronado's Tristan Escobedo with the pass to Michael Williams. That would not pick up that first down, so now we move on to fourth down here. Less than a yard to go. They throw the ball. Julian Dorset de Lucio is there to bat it down. Turnover on downs, and Will looking pretty good. Second half, Cougars on the move.
Here's again.
Cameron Bird trying to cut into that spread. That would make it 35-zip. Fourth quarter, Mustache looking good. And the T-Birds, though, they want to see that mustache gone just as much as everybody else. That's why Tristan Escobedo is going to hand it off to Michael Williams. Michael Williams may as well be carrying a razor blade here. That would make it 35-7. Those would be the only points for my T-Bird, but that would be enough there to not cover the spread for Will. And I got to tell you, Franklin head coach Darren Walker, very pleased with his team's effort.
Well, I just think that we simplified our game plan. I think the coaches did a great job of preparing the kids. I think we've really gotten better over the last, 4 weeks. I think the last 2 games I thought we should have, won. I don't think we played our best football yet. We've had good weeks of preparation, but nothing like tonight. Our kids were motivated, obviously, and so it was just fun to see our kids have a good, I guess explode a little bit on offense finally. It was funny, we were looking at today, and it was 26 times that these 2 schools have played. I've been here 15 years, but we take a lot of pride in having that trophy in our locker room.
Man, point spreads really make the difference. Nate, I can tell why you gamble now. We all love that mustache, right, Will, but he tells me he's ready for a change, which is why he put on such an absurd spread on the game.
Not true.
Will, you're a man of your word, and as legendary as your mustache is, it is no match for these Clippers.
He's got it right here.
They're having a vigil. They're having a candlelight vigil in Tombstone, Arizona
There's
tonight.
going to be a vigil for the sheriff tonight. You won't want to miss that. He's going to be shaving it live on air.
This is really happening on the Borderland Blitz. I don't think we've ever had somebody shaving their mustache here on this
We've
show.
had a lot of things.
A lot of
things first, exactly. In this COVID-19 era,
2020.
Exactly, Will. Well, while teams work to get those district games
Just keep
in,
your clothes on, Will.
My face closed.
Well, while teams work to get those district games in to qualify for the state playoffs, 3 teams had already punched their tickets. The playoffs in 4A got underway tonight. The champions from District 1 4A, the Clinton Lions, took on the San Angelo Lakeview tonight. And the Lions guys are moving on to the area round. They take down Lakeview by a final score of 30-14. The Lions are by-district champs, back-to-back district champs, and now back-to-back by-district champs.
Why not?
Hang it in the Smithsonian.
Clint ISD Athletic Director Michael McAbin sharing this photo on Twitter tonight of the Lions coming back home with some more hardware for the trophy case. Congrats to the Lions. They'll next face Decatur next Thursday in Big Spring in 4A area football in the football playoffs. And speaking of Big Spring, it was a tough loss for the Riverside Rangers tonight. Their game against Big Spring had to be settled in triple overtime. In the end, it was the Steers ending the season for the Rangers by a final score of 32-26. Still, what a season for the Rangers. Head coach Gary Recorder, in just his 2nd season at Riverside, has got those Rangers on the right track. And finally here, not a good day also for the Mountain View Lobos. They get blanked tonight.
Big favorite there.
Andrews is always a tough team, and they proved it once again tonight. 67-0 over Mountain View. Don't go anywhere. We got much more on the break, some more highlights. Stay with us here on the Borderland Blitz.
Don't wait until 2021 to start your new career. Enroll today at Southwest University and become a nurse, sonographer, or health administrator. Earn your associate degree and become an essential community member in only 12 months. Yes, only 12 months. Southwest University is El Paso's #1 allied health university. Finish the year with a new purpose and a new career. Transfer credits are accepted. Visit us at southwestuniversity.edu. Southwest University makes you happen.
ABC 7 Extra, weeknights at 10.
For some extra perspective, we asked the city how this new policy will affect you.
Rare access to the Del Sol Medical Center intensive care unit.
The Borderlands home for detailed, comprehensive coverage of the stories that affect you most.
In the experience of our viewers, the phone call is not being answered.
Going beyond sound bites, Eric Elkin, Stephanie Valle, Saul Sainz, bringing you stories you won't see anywhere else. Get the extra edge, weeknights at 10, only on ABC 7.
And welcome back to the Borderland.
Oh boy. A lot happened in that break.
And a lot more is coming up.
That's right.
Well, 2 games scheduled for tonight were either canceled or postponed. One of them was the game between Eastwood and Socorro. Eastwood head coach Julio Lopez tweeted that Socorro forfeited the game today. Eastwood, therefore, will improve to 3-0 on the season. Troopers host Coronado next week, and the Thunderbirds are going to be hoping to bounce back after that loss to Franklin tonight.
Adrian, are we going to have a better sense?
We're gonna have to think of something for next week for sure. Also, the game between Del Valle and El Dorado was postponed. The game is being moved to December 4th. The reason is due to COVID issues on El Dorado's side. Del Valle, meantime, will face Bel Air next Friday.
I'm thinking if the Troopers lose, you got to get like a Mickey Mouse tattoo.
Yes.
We know you're a big fan of Disney, brother.
Let's do it.
I think you already have one though.
Well, this one would be Goofy or something like that. But we did have a game tonight in District 1-5A, Division 1. Will Heron, the mustache man, who's not going to have a mustache for much longer. You're picking a wrong time to shave, man. It's about to get cold out here. You were out there at the house for Bel Air's big game tonight against Chapin. Will.
Well, I definitely wasn't about this shave thing, but a bet's about a deal is a deal. Bel Air is 1-1, Chapin is 1-2. Let's head to Tony Lewis Field for some Highlander on Rocket Violets first quarter. Sebastian De La Torre with the rock as he rumbles his way into the end zone for the touchdown to get Bel Air on the board, though. Still in the first, it's Chapin's turn. Jacob Williamson is a man among boys. He shakes off the linebacker, runs through the safety for the easy money, turns on the burners for the dummy. But there's laundry in the field. It'll come back. Didn't shake Williamson one bit. He gets back in the saddle, takes the handoff to the left. No daylight. So he swings to the right, gets a huge block right there, then springs him loose, and then he heads to the end zone as he gets in. Touchdown, but there's another flag on the field. What is going on? Husky quarterback Mason Standifer had enough of the flags. He takes the pill from the gun, drops back, looks to the left, rolls right, unloosed the Timothy pass run for the touchdown. Bel Air making it happen, but there wasn't enough. Chapin takes it 38-35. Let's head over to District 1-5A, Division 2. It was the 2-0 Isleta Indians taking on the 3-1 Parkland Matadors. And the house that Hankins built, the Matadors taking on undefeated Isleta. Here we go. Things go fast. Jonathan Barton is going to grab the rock, and he does this real well. Takes it to the house. Into the promised land. Still in the first quarter, Jacarius Lewis showing off that big old arm he's got. It's going to launch the potato to Dwayne Ford, who makes the grab for the score. But Lewis wasn't done. Next drive, the Parkland quarterback is going to drop back. Looks right. No, but that's covered. Finds himself a seam, then he bolts. Parkland takes it in all over Isleta. 61-14. Oh, JC, you're my favorite frenemy. I will see you guys here in a tiny bit. Still love my Coronado.
Frenemy, man.
Oh.
Dude, we're best buds, man.
Well,
we started as interns together. You can't even say that. I don't want to hear enemy in that
Kicking
sentence
me like
at all.
a can down the road.
How old are you guys? Will, I saw Chapin was turning on the burners there. You're about to be turning them off here at the end of the show. Is that right?
It is one of those days I shouldn't make bets.
Yeah, well, you
I
know,
learned my mother was right.
you should be here any Saturday. You'll hear Nate complaining about his bets not going through.
That's
so.
right.
Well, the Canutillo Eagles.
Only thing I bet on is myself.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing Will later in the show. You're not going to want to miss it here. Well, the Canutillo Eagles hadn't played a football game since the first week of the season. Their last game was back on October 1st. Tonight, they hosted Horizon. So let's go to the blue turf in Canutillo. First quarter, it's Devin Granados with the pass to Josiah Burquiaga. He's going to find the lane. He's going to get taken down near the goal line right here. Whew. Eagles going to finish it off, though. Here, the handoff.
It's a tough run.
L.J. Martin. Count it.
That's another tough run.
The cheerleaders, they're loving it here.
The cheerleaders, yep.
There you go.
Whoa!
I can do that. Well, then later, it's Granados with the airmail to Makai Galaviz.
It's two-day shipping
Check
right
this
there.
out. Only one guy to beat. He just shakes him off. 67 yards to pay dirt. And this was all Canutillo in this one. They shut out Horizon 54-0. Well, it was a good day to be an Eagle, and it was also a good day to be a Falcon yesterday. Eastlake.
Birds of prey. Yeah,
Eastlake with the Thursday night showdown against Montwood. Game tied at 3 in the second quarter. This is Orion Olivas going to roll to his right and connect with Blas Compian for the 43-yard house
back.
call. Eastlake goes up 9-3, and just the Rams couldn't get anything going in the first half. There you see Kevin Melendez. Can't find anyone. Barely gets it off before he's like pancaked by Jaron Coleman there. Eastlake was in full control of this one from start to finish. They hand Montwood their first loss of the season. Final score, 38-21. The Falcons improved to 2-0.
Look away, Iris Lopez. She's a Montwood.
That is right.
I've made it my task this year to learn where everybody went to high
Nicole
school.
Gomez is feeling good. She's an Andrews grad.
You're the KVIA archivist.
It's true. I know that Eric Elkin went to high school in upstate New York, so we'll probably never see his team playing on here.
Our record keeper here, JC. Well, we still have plenty more to come here on the Borderland Blitz. Will's really going to shave his mustache. We're not lying about that. But before that, we're going to go ahead and talk UTEP football. Hey, shout out to our production crew. It's Fran, Amanda, and Erica. Say hello.
Franimal.
Say
Fran, give us a peace sign. Erica's hiding.
Please.
Fran, give us something. Come on.
A seasoned veteran.
There you go. Yeah.
Plenty more to come. We'll be right back.
Fran the man.
When the weather turns nasty, Good Morning El Paso knows you need accurate, up-to-the-minute road and weather data.
We're dealing with both eastbound and westbound lanes of I-10 closed here.
Always tracking, first to alert.
Last week, we were talking record high temperatures, and now we're tracking snow.
With ABC7 Storm Track Weather, first alerts.
We could see more accumulation as we move throughout the day today.
To keep you ahead of the storm and get you where you're going safe. News doesn't stop on weekends, and neither does ABC7. Whether you're an early riser or like to sleep in, ABC7 has more choices than ever to start your Saturday right. Good Morning El Paso is on from 6 to 7. It's GMA Weekend from 7 to 8. Good Morning El Paso is back from 8 to 9. Then GMA again from 9 to 10. For weather, traffic, sports, and complete coverage of breaking news, it's Good Morning El Paso and GMA. Saturday mornings from 6 to 10.
Sweet play of the week. We only had one game last week, but we were still able to find a play on there, a sweet play. This is Horizon punting from the road end zone. This is Parkland's Angel Mendez. I like what Nate always says, in the hands of an angel.
In the arms of an angel.
In the arms of an angel. There you go. I botched that. I'm sorry.
A little bit of devil in those angel eyes.
There he was. Bustin' moves and just, bustin' lose. Can't say it, guys. I'm sorry. Bustin' moves and bustin' loose.
And I feel like bustin' loose.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
See the nice nifty nudes. Yeah, we'll go ahead and name this our sweet play of the week. We'll have plenty more to choose from next week, so we'll be sure to get that for you next week.
You already have that going.
I just dropped 3 song references across country, pop, and alternative in there.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Give us a little rap. Anything with Angel in it?
I don't.
He's a Machine Gun Kelly fan. That's the problem.
I like his new stuff. That new album was pretty good. Usually I'm a little
Bloody Valentine's not bad. There you go. I mean, anything with Megan Fox in it,
that's what I was
I'll be a
say.
fan of.
And with that, we'll move to the college ranks. We were supposed to have a nice marriage between the high school and college game. Earlier this week, UTEP had moved their home date next week with UAB to Midland, Texas, out of safety concerns here in El Paso. Now it turns out we don't even need to worry about it. That game now canceled with UAB experiencing a COVID outbreak within their team. The game will not be made up. It's the second game on UTEP's schedule that's been canceled. It would have been quite eerie to see this game being played at an empty high school stadium at Granda Communications in Midland. Both teams mutually agreed to move the game away from El Paso, but again, much ado about nothing. UTEP Athletic Director Jim Center saying, per release, while we're disappointed that we won't be able to play, we understand and support UAB's decision to cancel the game. The safety of their student athletes and staff is top priority. We wish everyone a quick recovery and hope the Blazers will be able to resume their season soon. So
safety first.
UTEP, UAB canceled, but UTEP does have to play a game tomorrow. All systems are go from San Antonio, where UTEP will do battle with UTSA, the Roadrunners, the closest team geographically to UTEP in the conference. A lot of talk about a rivalry with UTEP and UTSA.
Battle of I-10, east side.
Dana Dimmel wanting to develop it. You see the numbers. Is 7 all-time meetings, is that enough to dictate a rivalry, guys?
I say so, yeah.
And unfortunately, UTSA leads them, and they barely were created. I don't know what that's about.
Would you walk 500 miles?
For
JC?
UTEP, any day. And Megan Fox.
Exactly.
Gotta bring
That's
gotta bring her
541
up again.
to San Antonio. The Rob on the Roadrunners, per their nickname, they keep it on the ground. Sincere McCormick, second in the nation in rushing yards. They just had their game canceled last Saturday due to COVID complications. So they, as well as the Miners, coming in cold of game action. UTEP 6.5-point underdogs, but here's the head coach on what he wants this matchup to resemble.
You know, I had said earlier in the week that it was a rivalry for us for those reasons. You know, we're both University of Texas schools, and, you know, it's good to try to develop some rivalries within the conference, and so the proximity, both of us being University of Texas schools, I think makes it a very important game. It's an important game in recruiting as well.
Kickoff at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, so that means Nate's probably going to be waking up for that one.
Yeah, I'll be ready to go. And this also means that I have a hotel room in Midland.
That's right.
On Thursday night, and my plans just became wide open. There you
go.
Yeah.
Spent a month in Midland in one night.
JC and Nate in Midland. I love it, man.
I remember we sent Will Herron to Midland. I'm surprised he
won't be allowed in without a
last year to
mustache.
Grant
That's the problem.
Communications.
He's
I'm
not
surprised he
allowed
made it
in.
back
They
in
won't
one
take
piece.
him in without a mustache.
There it is. We're going to do it.
Okay, we're going to break.
Yes.
And when we get back, this thing's gone.
But
Is that the women's room?
It's not the women's room. Show them the men's side.
There
it is. Okay, yeah.
Before that, we're going to go ahead and recap the scores just in case you missed them. And then that mustache is coming off. We'll see you after the break.
Got to see Will in the men's room.
Don't wait until 2021 to start your new career. Enroll today at Southwest University and become a nurse, sonographer, or health administrator. Earn your associate degree and become an essential community member in only 12 months. Yes, only 12 months. Southwest University is El Paso's #1 allied health university. Finish the year with a new purpose and a new career. Transfer credits are accepted. Visit us at southwestuniversity.edu. Southwest University makes you happen.
Black Friday starts now at Oscar Leaser's Hyundai of El Paso. But you can skip the line because these doorbuster deals last all month long. Save thousands with 0% financing for 72 months plus $500 bonus cash. 2021 Konas or 2021 Sonatas, $199 per month. That's $199 per month. And 2021 Palisades, a full-size luxury SUV, only $359 a month. Black Friday starts now at Oscar Leaser's Hyundai of El Paso.
My Oscar. He's such a good boy.
When the biggest stories break,
This is a major fraud in our nation.
But I'm optimistic about this outcome.
ABC 7 delivers.
Unprecedented voter turnout in El Paso.
All these states shaded in gray still have votes being counted.
The team you know, the team you trust.
I'm very, very humbled. Right now, I'm focused on the pandemic.
On air, online, and up-to-the-minute alerts from the KVIA News app. Context, depth, perspective. ABC 7, where news comes first.
Vamos a ver los gráficos. Your scores from the night. Andress, 28-21 over Austin in our game of the week. Wasn't close at Bowie, wasn't close at Jefferson, but I was there. Burgess and Irvin get the road victories. Franklin, 35-7 over Coronado.
Did not cover
the biggest
spread.
loser in that matchup, however, Will Herron. You'll find out in just a few shakes. Eastwood and Socorro. Socorro forfeits that matchup due to COVID complications. And Chapin squeaks by Bel Air.
Then moving on here, we have Parkland over Isleta 61-14. That El Dorado del Valle game has been postponed to December 4th. Gañotillo blanks Horizon 54-0. And here we go. Big Spring eliminates Riverside from the 4A playoffs 32-26. But Clint, by district champs, they're moving on. They'll face Decatur in the area round next week. They get the win over San Angelo Lakeview 30-14. And Mountain View season is also done. They fall to Andrews 67-0. And the final score from last night, Eastlake winners over Montwood 38-21.
And I just got off the phone with the man himself. Jerry Nahara is skeptical as to whether or not this is going to happen.
It is
Will,
happening.
all eyes are on you and your stash.
Before that, we have something else, right?
Oh, we do.
We got to fire ourselves up.
Oh,
Play a little bit of
we
music.
got the jam session
Jefferson
back.
Juice is flowing.
This feels like American Idol. Ryan Seacrest building the anticipation.
Exactly. The lights are dimming. The votes are coming in. They're dancing around the ceremonial KVIA bathroom where Will Herron is currently located.
There we go. Okay. Let's send it to Will.
Is that guy available for hire?
I think so. We can have him set
All
up.
right, fellas, you ready to rock and roll?
Let's do it, man. A man of his
All I gotta
word.
say
Yes.
is, I would do it over again. If I remember last year, Franklin won like 400-0, so I figured we could get this 50 spread, but A bat's a bat.
Will you?
And a razor's a razor.
Will you quickly give us a brief backstory? How long have you been growing out that ferret there on the face?
It's about 4 months before it started growing on me. It kind of took a life of its own. Talks to me at night when I sleep, gives me advice.
Well, then you're going to sleep better at night. Then. Yeah, I mean, we're doing you a favor then. You're going to sleep better at night.
Can I please just do this now? Yeah. Let's just get this over with.
Let's do it.
The floor is yours.
Can we get a drum roll?
All right, fellas, here we go.
There it is.
Franklin, I would do it over and over again for you.
Don't cut
there
yourself.
It goes. All of it falling off. Oh, it's in my mouth now, too.
Yeah.
Can't be a sheriff without a mustache.
Don't you have to use shaving cream?
So mean.
The KVI flag will be flying at half-staff tomorrow.
I thought he was going to bust out the shaving cream. He didn't.
Is this going to take like 45 minutes?
I'm going to have to go over with a razor after this.
Look at that. Too thick of a mustache for a
I'm just glad the
clipper to handle.
barbershops are open again so he can clean me up after this.
That's right. The barbershops have been closed, so you're on your own, Will.
Will Heron, man.
That looks like it hurts, Will.
A man of his
JC
word.
again.
Hey, can we hold a vigil for that? And you know,
Can we get sad music at least or something?
Will, should you have like shaving cream? That looks like it's kind of a little rough on the on the face.
He doesn't believe in shaving cream.
Hey, Will, are you working?
Let's get it back to you guys, because I know Fran's got things to do.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
Give us a visual.
Gentlemen, The Bachelor.
Give us a visual here.
Will, let us see your face.
There it goes.
Wow.
There it is. Thank you. A man of his word.
Tune into ABC's The Bachelor with Will Heron.
Will, you just went from the Wild West to the American Revolution, and like now with the sideburns, you just progressed like 200 years.
Can I just say that's a beautiful man on your screen right there?
It is. It is. Sign him up for The
Ladies,
Bachelor.
he's single
Indeed.
too.
Oh, here we
he
go.
Is single too. In case
I'm single and ready to mingle.
Oh my goodness.
Well, on that note, thank you
Not with
for
this.
joining.
Girls are not going to talk to me with this. My face is naked.
We'll go ahead and just leave it there. All right. We're done, guys. We'll see you next week.
What do you want?
How
do we top that
Will we see you next week?
We'll see Will next week. We'll definitely see Will. We'll all be back. We'll have some games on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So tune in for that. Thank you again for joining us here on the Borderland Blitz, sponsored by Southeast University.
How will we top that?
A quick thank you to Speedy's Pizza for feeding our crew tonight. Will, I'm sure, is going to go get some pizzas now with the fresh,
we'll
clean
remember
face.
his mustache fondly. Will, what a guy.
R.I.P. See ya.
Help begins with care. The care that says